Hi, I'm Mike, and on today's episode of Our Wyoming Life, we're moving calves. This episode brought to you by Gone Country Hats. Check them out, owl-hats.com. Hey guys, welcome back to Our Wyoming Life. My name is Mike, and today we're moving calves. Now I know maybe that doesn't sound very exciting, moving calves from one place to the other, but this is the very first time on the ranch that we're actually keeping every single calf that was born this year. Well, they're staying here for, well, the rest of their life. Normally, we would have calves that are born on the ranch. Come now, about October, these calves would actually be shipped off. They'd be put on a truck and sent off to auction, never to be seen again, at least by us. Sometimes we would keep heifers back to replenish our own herd, but this is the first time that every single animal that was raised on the ranch, that was born on the ranch this year, will stay here on the ranch. These steers will go into our finishing program. The heifers, the girl cows, they'll actually go right into our breeding herd. But today, what we have to do is, instead of putting them on a truck, we're actually going to take them out to pasture. Hi. Hello. The reason why is that we've got lots of grass out here. And while we have had snow already, in fact, just the other day, we had about 2.5 inches of snow. And you'll probably get to see it along the way. What's left of it anyway. It's actually melting pretty dang fast. That snow, the rain that we've had all summer long, of course the rain that we had this spring, has led to a unique situation here on the ranch, and that's that we have more grass than we have cows to eat it. So with the reduction of the herd size last year, we've got all these cows out there that are just basically finishing up their summer's food, and we're going to try to get them to do that as long as possible. That will hopefully go on into November and December before we even actually have to start feeding. I know. These calves here have been weaned. They've been here in the corral for a little bit over a week, and their moms have been down on summer pasture. We'll probably go down and check on them today also. But that means that hopefully these guys aren't going to go running back to mom. Mom isn't going to come running back to them, but we are going to keep them separated by a pretty good distance, about 1 mile or so. So these guys have to move back on the ranch about 1.5 miles, maybe 2 miles down to the pasture that we want them to get into. And that, well, like I said, you may think it may not be interesting moving calves, but actually moving calves can be one of the most frustrating things that you ever do. Come on, let's go. Come on. So calves aren't cows. In fact, I'm not even really sure what they are. Their moms basically taught them what they need to survive, how to eat, how to poop, and how to drink. Other than that, they don't really know a whole lot about what it's like to be a cow. Our bottle calves, who are hanging out right back over here, we had to put them out with the cows so that they could learn how to be a cow, but that's as far as their learning has gone. So when it comes time to move them, it can be a little bit of a trick because they don't move the same way that cows move. Come on, get out of here. I think we'll take them out that end gate because that's the only one that swings that direction. Giving us a hand today, we've got ranch hand Jeff back here. Do you have a route that you want to go through here, or should we just open up everything and just try to push them through?
I was just going to bring them around here and go straight on the line.
Go straight in there?
Fence line, yeah.
All right, we can do that.
I'm going to bring them here.
Okay.
Come on. Come on. Come on, babies. Come on, babies. Go on. Go on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yep. Go on. on, baby. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go. Come on. Go on. Go on. Go on.
All right, you want to jump on your four-wheeler and just come out?
I was going to close this first.
Okay. Come on, guys. So as you might be able to tell already, they don't really know where they're going or why. And cows learn that somewhere along the way. Right now, these guys don't know it. We've got a long way to go. Hopefully we get there with a little bit of sanity. Come on, guys. Some people have compared moving calves to herding cats. Probably a pretty fair comparison. A little dusty. Come on, gang. You know, the other thing I didn't consider? Calves' legs aren't as long as their moms. This might take a little longer.
It might. They have more energy though.
They do. They move a little faster. Just shorter steps.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know, in the past we put them on a trailer and we sent them away. We never saw them again.
Right.
So this is the first time we've ever had to move calves back onto the ranch without their moms.
Huh. Well, new for them, new for you.
Yep. Hey, looks like they found a road though. Maybe they know what that is. Not to jinx it, but they're doing pretty good.
The wind is blowing from the south. You suppose they can smell their moms from 4 miles away?
Maybe. They say a cow can smell up to 6 miles away. So, I often wonder if that's good smells or bad smells. I think bad smells have a longer range.
I believe you're right.
So it's a beautiful day to get this done. About 45 degrees out here on the ranch, northeast Wyoming. Jeff, coming down to your last days around here.
Yeah.
Are you starting to get a little sad, a little nostalgic?
A little bit.
Yeah. If you want to, you can take a jar of dirt home. Remember when we used to, you go to the beach, you get a jar of dirt or sand or whatever it was at the beach. Whatever grows at beaches.
Yeah.
Take some home.
We actually have dirt in California.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. If you want to, I can send you home with a cow fart in a jar. I'm sure we'd get Bambi or somebody to fart in a jar for you. A little manure.
Oh, then everybody would want one.
Please sell those on the website.
Yeah. Look.
So these little calves that you see here in the back, these are actually our bottle calves. We weighed them last week, right around 300 pounds, a little bit less for Frida. So you can see how much smaller they are than the rest of the herd. While bottle calves are fun and nice to have around, they are actually kind of problematic because they're going to take longer to grow. Coming up on the end of October. Jeff, do you have a favorite season on the ranch?
June.
June? Why?
It's not too hot.
Right.
It's not today. It's cold out.
So it's just purely a temperature thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, I like June. You got young calves running around.
Yeah.
You know, the cows are kind of getting going, but haying is happening, so that's always fun as long as you're haying.
Yeah.
Running some equipment. All right. So they're turning off the road here to the left. And that's probably because there's water down there. They can probably smell it. So Jeff's going to run up ahead of us a little bit. We're going to keep pushing from the back. Jeff's going to try to sweep them back towards the right here. Keep them on track. We basically want to follow this road all the way down and around out of the home pasture, across a couple hay fields, and then across into what I think we're going to drop these guys off actually just past that, so it won't be too far of a jaunt. Looks like Jeff got them turned back where they need to be. So it's ironic that just, a week and a half ago, we were bringing home the herd. Now we're actually pushing them back. The cows are way back at summer pasture, where they have been all summer long. Lots of grass still down there for them to eat. And of course, their calves, while they're still separated from their mom, we're still in the weaning process, but we've got the big hurdle over with. These guys going down where they can actually eat some grass also, and hopefully put on some nice, decent weight. I've noticed that, you know, cows seem to grow better on native grasses. Obviously, you can bring them in, you can put them in a corral, you can give them hay, but nothing beats being on pasture for a cow, especially when it comes to weight gain. And I think with happiness and all that is, you know, very much right in line. They're happy, they're where they want to be, they're with their friends, and yeah, they just tend to grow better. Come on, kid. Do you want to take them over the road, Jeff? If we take them over and put them on the side,
Yeah.
and then down and around, okay. So it's pretty obvious that we don't believe that moving cows has to be a rootin', tootin', hollering good time. It's still a good time, but you don't have to get all aggressive with these guys. Obviously, Jeff and I are just kind of moseying right along with them, and there's no hooting, there's no hollering going on. It's just a matter of getting them pointed in the right direction and just letting them do the work. They put one foot in front of the other. Calves, by the way, not unfamiliar with this territory. In fact, the home pasture here is where I think almost every single one of them was actually born right here in the home pasture. So they've been here before. Might stir up a few memories for them. So the longer this goes on, just like teenagers, they're getting bored, and you can tell that they're starting to push it a little bit. They're not moving quite as well as they were before, and they're stopping to eat a lot more than they were before. But they are staying pretty much bunched up, which is how we want them. We're not really worried about them being too close together. As long as they're going in the right direction, pretty happy. That direction is that way. Right up there into that little tiny gate. That'll drop them into our hay field, and then we've got about a half a mile, 3/4 of a mile after that before we get them to where we want them. Alright, so they're really starting to kind of get a little bit spread out on us. Not horrible, but they definitely don't want to listen very much. We are going to push them up against this fence line, which is only a few yards in front of us, and then back down towards the gate. We're going to utilize fence lines as much as we can, but I definitely don't want to follow every fence around the place, because that would be horrible. Come on, guys. Come on. Having a fence out here to work with is kind of like having an extra ranch hand. It's just somebody to be on that side and make sure that they can't go that way. Well, at least until they get to the gate. We are now into this hay field. It's about 140 acres of hay that we cut this year in here. Now we just got to move the cows across it without them being too interested in the hay itself, or what's left of it. Come on, kid. Come on. I know, it's green, yummy and short. Absolutely no nutritional value whatsoever. Hey, where are you going? Where are you going? Come on, kids. Keep on moving. I'm running out of battery. And I only brought one. So we got one chance to get this done. Hey, come on. Hey, where are you guys going? Come on. Come on. Find the gate. I'll give you a hint, it's that way. There we go. And there they go.
There they go.
You know, we talked about the cows' sense of smell, but I wonder if they can smell the water tank, because that's exactly where they're heading, is straight towards the water tank. So
They must be able to.
all right, so here's the plan for these guys. These guys will stay here in what we call the heifer pasture for at least a month, I'm thinking. Then we're gonna bring them all back and we start sorting off heifers and steers and figuring out where their permanent placement is gonna be as we head into winter and we start into winter feeding. If we can stretch it into 2 months, even better, but 1 month I'd be pretty happy. Put all you got into it, Jeff. Woo! All right, so coming up on the ranch as we head into the end of October, November, Jeff will be leaving us. We will have a very special farewell to Jeff episode coming up. We'll see if we can make you cry. if we can't make you, maybe we'll make you sing.
No.
Farewell.
What is that?
I don't know that. I can't even think of the words right now either. There's like French in it or something. I don't know. Anyway, the good news is, Jeff, that we made it in one battery. I'm down to like 4%.
Wow.
So a little bit over an hour. I think we averaged about, what, 2 miles an hour or something like that, probably coming up here. Not too bad. Hopefully these guys will be good. Their moms are a whole nother mile or so down the road, maybe a couple miles down the road. So as long as our fences are good, we shouldn't wake up the calves back home in the morning. At least we hope.
Well, the cows never got back, so the fence should be good.
Well, they're smaller.
Oh, well.
If there's a hole,
Sure, jinx it.
they'll figure it out. I know, right? So we'll come back in the morning. We'll check on these guys really quick before we sign things off. But for today, that's pretty much it. And we'll come back and check on them in the morning. Hey there, good morning and welcome back as we head out and check on these little calves that we kicked out yesterday. Hope you had a good night's sleep. I know I did. They seem to be a little bit spread out, but that's not a bad thing. They're just kind of venturizing a little bit. Here we're rolling up on our first group. They still have water in their water tank, so that's good. Although it is a little frozen. It's 30 degrees out here this morning. Makes it a little brisk. All right, so this is interesting. So I don't know if you can see it down there, but if I stop right here and way back up in that, up there, you can see that black line, just barely. Those are all the cows. So they're down there about a mile or so down the road, but they figured out where they can get a sight line to these calves, and I think they can see each other. And of course, they're all bunched up there wanting to see their calves. We're gonna head down there and take a look at them just to make sure that there's no fencing issues or anything like that they could come ripping through. First though, we're gonna cruise through the rest of these calves and make sure they're all okay. That's the rest of them. Like I said, they're a little bit spread apart. I'm not sure what's the difference between the two groups, but who knows? Could be just, oh, there's a big hole right there. It could be that they, well, who knows why they separated themselves off, but they do that occasionally. They don't always stay in one tight little group. They'll start to spread out looking for food and whatnot. Okay, now we head down to check on these mom cows who have caught sight of the calves up here on the hill. They're a little bit lower down, so that's probably why they only see those calves that are back up in there. But you can definitely tell that there's something going on. And we're just crossing into summer pasture where we've got all of our cows. And we're gonna swing up along this fence line and see what is the commotion. Well, right up there is where they're supposed to be. In the time it took us to get down here, it looks like they moved. Let's see if we can find them. Well, they didn't go too far. They only moved just to the other side of the hill. I bet you they're trying to figure out how to get over to those calves. Causing a little bit of drama. But hey, at least they're not pushing over any fences or anything trying to get to these babies. So calves are good. Mom cows, they look to be doing good. Hi, how are you? Hello, how's it going? Hi. Hello. I think they think we have cake, but we do not. All right, that's it for me today. We've got those calves moved. Moms are doing good. Everybody seems pretty dang happy. And of course, like I said earlier, those calves are now where they're going to be for the next couple months, hopefully. As long as we can keep water open, that's going to be the big equalizer. And really that just comes down to how cold it's going to get and how quick and for how long, because I really don't want to be breaking ice, 5 miles away from home 3 or 4 times a day. Doesn't sound like much fun, but there's lots of grass down here that needs to be ate. So today's video, like I said, brought to you by Gone Country Hats, owl-hats.com. Check it out. And this is the cut bank. You can still get it, and we have a brand new hat on the way we're going to tell you about in the next few weeks, and a little owl exclusive just for you guys. So head on over there and help out a local business along with the ranch itself, as you get to wear a hat just like I wear. And do me a favor, hit that little subscribe button, the little bell that's next to it also, so you get notified when brand new videos come out. Come along with us, explore the ranch life, and escape your ordinary right here on Our Wyoming Life.